And as we come back to the table for the 5th and final women's match, it was an unbelievable win there for England's Paul Drinkle, winning 4-0 against Chinese Taipei's Chuan Chi-wan. And it's Jeon Jihee who's next up, 25 years old, current ranking of 22, but has been as high as 11 in the world.
Here we have Cheng, 25 years old, an impressive player here for Team Rossi. Doing really well in round 1, tying with Ding Ning 2-2 and winning her next 2 games. Whereas Jeon Ji-hee, I think, is yet to get on the board. This will be an interesting match. Can she come through?
Yes, and Jeon Ji-hee struggled as well in Australia, losing early doors as well. So confidence must be down a little bit, but I suppose then it's the role of the referee to get you back up.
Here we are, we're getting underway here.
Rossi to serve, love all.
Strong opening up here from Cheng. Really wants to assert her authority here over Jeon Ji-hee. We should see here some exciting, fast, over-the-table play. Both players known for the aggressive, short, quick strokes. At the minute, just not really getting into the game. Really struggling, maybe mentally. Really tough.
And that's another unforced error from the racket of Jeon Ji-hee. Just needs to settle down a little bit. It's amazing how quickly this clock times ticks down. We started at 24 minutes.
Oh, that'll settle her nerves a little bit. Lovely little touch around the side of the ball. Playing the angle. That's what she needs to do to try and win against Cheng. Needs to force her away. She's too comfortable close to the table. Oh, a little deception there. Perfect from Jeon Ji-hee. Look at it. Last minute change of direction. Really important in the women's game to change it up.
I suppose deception, it's really important in men's and women's table tennis. Keep the other player off balance so that they can't create power.
Don't forget, if any of you have any burning questions about the T2 system or the players or just anything in general, send your questions through to Twitter. The Twitter handles are @AshleyGibbon and @GavinRumgateTT. Also @T2 APAC. Get your questions in.
5-3.
There we go, confirmation there. Point to Cheng. Quite vocal after the Drinkle performance. Really getting the team spirit up here. Rossi still on his feet.
It's amazing how one team win, you can have that snowball effect on to the next match. Drinkle winning 4-0. And look at this, Cheng right out of the blocks.
Lovely long serve there, deep into the Cheng backhand. This is what Jihee will need to do. Keep varying the game. Keep getting to Cheng second guess herself. Oh, the power there from Cheng to play that forehand, but just not enough that time. Jeon Ji-hee staying in over the table. Look at that. Short, compact stroke, winning the point.
8-4.
So with 20 minutes to go in this individual match, it's Cheng who's managed to open up a 5-point lead. Team Rossi now are only 10 matches to 9 down. So it's going to be very intriguing this match and the next one.
Nine.
A little bit hesitant there on the forehand open up. Just not really getting into the flow of the game here. Cheng being the more aggressive of the two when she can.
Game to Cheng of Team
And it's Cheng. Looked comfortable in that game, raced off to an early start, and Jeon Ji-hee still doubting herself. Didn't play well in the first round of matches, then went to Australia and struggled as well. It's amazing how in sport, confidence can be a killer if you're not playing so well.
Of course it is, Gavin. Having the confidence to play your own game. And it's really interesting how it can have a snowball effect. One bad tournament can slowly lead into 5, 10 bad tournaments throughout the year. Really hard to bounce back for some of these players.
Jeon of Team JJ to serve, love all.
Players very quickly back to the table for game 2, and Jeon Ji-hee will be hoping for a much better start this time.
There we have it. Pushing Cheng back from the table. This is what you need to do. Play quick, out wide, and then quick again. Cheng definitely the more vocal of the two. Jeon Ji-hee hasn't really made an impact here in the crowd yet.
It's a better backhand flick out there, looking to be slightly more proactive. Really important in table tennis that you don't just stand there and block too often.
This is interesting here. I'm sure all of you guys at home have noticed on the left hand corner of the screen, we are 10-all in the games. Now we're back on even playing field here. Can Cheng open up a lead for Team Rossi? We'll see.
2-all.
More vocal from Jeon Ji-hee here. Definitely needs to have that in her bag if she's going to win this set.
It's amazing how your confidence can disintegrate when you hit a lot of shots that you think are good and they go net and off.
Just seen in the backhand there, Jeon Ji-hee shadow playing a few backhands. She knows she's a little bit tight there at the minute. Needs to start loosening up. We know she can play those shots.
And we just remember that both players are allowed a 1-minute timeout each.
The expression on Jeon Ji-hee's face a little bit nervous at the minute. That's much better there, opening up in the forehand side straight down the line. Really a more impressive shot. She really thought through there. Doesn't want to get into rallies. Backhand to backhand, backhand to backhand.
Really positive body language there from Cheng.
7-4.
Lovely little backhand spin up. Cheng thought she was going cross court there. She has done before. Smart enough to play down the line. It is a high risk shot, but if it pays off, it's a great one.
Seven all.
Better from the Korean. Nice and positive vocally as well. Just making sure that the rubber surface there is clean before the next rally begins.
Seven.
Paul Drinkle on his feet.
As they say.
Eight all.
A little bit tight now here. Jeon Jihee starting to relax, starting to come into herself. Shows and confirmation there she's doing the right thing.
This is when it gets interesting then. Just over 12 minutes to go.
Nine, eight.
We see in front of us here, this match over 7 minutes so far, this game. Whereas before it was under 5 minutes for the first one, where Cheng won 11-5. She'll take that.
8-10.
This is a better showing from the Korean. 10-8 up, but still lots to do.
The service on Cheng's side. Let's see what she can do with the service advantage.
Yes.
Oh, smart play there, changing up the direction of the ball. Cheng playing into the forehand of Jeon Ji-hee, only to switch back to the backhand.
And as we've seen in the last match, Paul Drinkle managing to win 2 sets on a sudden death point. Let's see if this will go into a sudden death game as well.
There we have it again, folks, mixing up the play, playing one-to-one corner and fast deep into the backhand side, where Jeon Ji-hee has been struggling a little bit. Now we're into sudden death, as Gavin was saying. Exciting times. Who can win?
And there it is again, Team Rossi, Cheng, wonderful touch. He's able to just keep the ball short enough, and it's Jeon Ji-hee that again loses a close set. Look at that, dumps the ball into the net.
She'll be gutted with that one. JJ gutted behind her as well, slapping his face. A little bit of annoyance coming through the coach there.
So there we go again, confirmation that it's 11-10, it's sudden death. Cheng gets us back, and it's 11-10 now to Rossi.
Good start, yeah? No, I can say that.
Third game. Cheng to serve. Love all. Love one.
That's a better way to start this third set, and it must be tough when you lose a sudden death game, especially when you've been 10-8 up. But you have to continue for your team.
1-all.
Cheng still in a strong position here. 2 games to love up. Really trying to win this third game. An extra point on the board. Lovely high toss serve from Jeon Ji-hee. Uses it well. Gives herself a little bit more time, turning into the ball a little bit more, creating more spin, more deception.
We can see here as well the wonderful Taraflex flooring, the red flooring that you see. It's so good for top athletes, so good for everyone as well to see the ball when players are playing at such a high speed. Much easier for the eye to pick the ball up.
Rossi on his feet, really wants that extra point on the board. What a strong forehand down the line from Cheng. Really an impressive physical display here from the two women.
Look at the way the feet are bounding and cutting into the Taraflex floor.
Fist in the air from Rossi on this side. Really is an involved coach here. From our position here in the commentary box, Jeon Jihee's racket just changing slightly in the serve at the last minute. A little bit more float going into that service.
We do have a wonderful position here down in the commentary box. So many tournaments, you're stuck away up in the rafters. Not here, not in the T2 cavern. You're right down close to the action. So important.
Definitely at least the second best seat in the house, only closely followed behind by the VIP chairs. Boy, do they look comfy.
We couldn't have seats as comfortable as those here though. We'd be snoozing.
6-5.
So with less than 6 minutes to go in this match, Jeon Ji-hee with one serve left in this sequence.
What a rally there, folks. Really being treated here to top class stuff. Look at this quick over the table action backhand. Taking a little bit of space from the ball there. We haven't seen that much from the two players. The crowd here just being a little bit respectful of the players going into the service, making sure they're quiet as the players go down, letting them concentrate.
It's amazing when you're struggling for confidence how many times you can hit the net and it doesn't end up on the other side of the table.
Definitely holding back there, not following through on the shot.
That's better from Jeon Ji-hee, getting round, spinning up the forehand a little bit, just changing the direction because up till now she's attacked too many times possibly.
Forcing a longer shot. Look at the aggression on this push. Really, really deep there. Ching not adapting.
Another handful of points, and that will be what will decide the fourth set.
It's not over yet though, Gavin. Cheng still being positive, still coming out being the more aggressive of the two in the final points. Jeon Ji-hee will need to open up here first if he wants to win this game.
Just wiping the... There's no perspiration on the racket surface. And there it is. Jeon Ji-hee gets on the scoreboard. Really important that she could pull one back, and now finds herself only 2-1 down.
It'll be interesting here what Roscoff says to Cheng with the momentum going to Jeon Ji-hee. Can she break that momentum? He has got a lot of experience putting it to use here for his player.
We've seen many times in round one players going 2-0 down but managing to come back. A lot of the time you need a good bench, you need a good coach, and you need to be mentally strong yourself to keep going.
So far in this match, Team Rossi's bench has been superior. Look at the team relaxing together. A little bit of a divide in Team JJ's camp.
So here we go. We've got just over 2 minutes. So I imagine we'll get 7 or 8 points played, and whoever is leading at that stage will pick up a point for their team and individually.
The bench off their feet, supporting Ching in the Team Rossi camp.
Wonderful wide shot there of our cavern. As I said before, 15,000 square feet. Lots of room for many areas here. The playing area is just one of the areas that you see here, and we'll speak a little bit later about all the other exciting areas we have here in the cavern.
That's a 3-1 lead now for Ching. With only 23 seconds to go, it'll be tough for Jeon Ji-hee to win 2 points here.
I'll be quickening up, definitely. That's another one. You want to get up to serve quickly.
Time's up.
No buzzer that time. A little bit of a malfunction in the system, but the referee has called it. Time is up. Game is over.
The time is definitely up. There's a little bit of confusion here between the two players. The referee is saying, no, it's time up. We've finished. It's time to shake hands. There's a little bit of a problem with the umpiring system, as we know. Are we going to have a final point? I wonder.
I think they are. Surprising.
And if Jeon Ji-hee was to win this point, we would then have another point. Very intriguing. There we are! We have another point! Wow! Controversy here in the cavern.
Roscoff really not happy with that decision. He believes time was up. Oh, there's a timeout called. Really important for Team Rossi, just to settle the nerves from Ching. Was it a bad call? Time was up from our place.
It's very difficult. The referees have to make that instant decision. A little bit like football or any other sport, it's quite tough.
Yeah.
The referee has to make that very quick call.
Look at the bench there, all interacting with each other. Sunyin Cha choosing to be the coach for this match in Jeon Ji-hee's corner. JJ displaying a support system with the water bottle.
3-all.
So here we go then. This is huge in the context of the full team match. There it is! Jeon Ji-hee manages to win that, and she gets it back to 2-6.
Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Told there's extra time on the clock.
Time's up.
Now, from our point of view, the time was up long ago, and that was sudden death. If I was Cheng, I would not be happy with that decision.
Wow, there's lots of controversy here in the cavern, but both players shake hands. Very sporting indeed.
You can see Off Trough, from our point of view, is not happy here at all for his teammate. Really kicking up fuss, walking into the court. He is not one happy man at all.
Well, it's tough. Confirmation there is that it's a draw. It's 2 sets all, and Jeon Ji-hee comes back deservedly, I think, really, to take 2 sets, but in a controversial way, unfortunately.
Here's some statistics for you here. Points won for Team Rossi, 44% to 39%. I think that's pretty accurate. Cheng Ching running with the 2 sets to love lead. Jeon Ji settling her nerves to come through to all. But again, as we know, it was a little bit controversial towards the end. Here's some points for you now. Lovely over the table action. Lovely point from Jeon Ji-hee there, making use of the full table. Ching dealing with the ball there from the net cord. Not so easy to do. I'm sure you guys back home have that difficulty as well. Lovely game from both players. Mental strength from Jeon Ji-hee though. 2-0 down, back to 2-all.
So it was an interesting one there for Jeon Ji-hee to come back from 2 sets to love down to race right back, and it ended 2-all.